So, good evening and a warm welcome to all the dignitaries present here. Myself, Upsha from ClearNet, assigned as a station assistant to ensure a seamless experience. ClearNet stands as India's most relied upon digital platform, offering a multitude of enriching services exclusively for doctors. It is with great pride that ClearNet is the digital partner of this event organized by Global Association of Indian Medical Students, Karnataka. And the topic of today's session is foundational research skills. So let's begin today's session, for which I would like to hand over this section to Dr. Gaurav sir. Over to you, sir. Please proceed with your talk.
Yeah, thank you so much for the introduction. So, a warm good evening to all those who have joined in, and I hope I'm audible enough. I am Gaurav Jaidev, currently final year medical student studying at DMC Chitradurga, and newly appointed as the State Director of the Legislative Administration of Society of James Karnataka State Chapter, and also a member and co-convener of IMA MSN Karnataka. It is with great pleasure that I would like to present a research methodology through which we can foster a collaboration in between research enthusiasts. For that, I would like to introduce myself and tell a bit more about my team. So I would like to share my screen right now. So this is a bit about me as a medical student, where we feel that an education which is considered at the topmost of society's pinnacle, where MBBS is considered as a very highly recognized degree, and MBBS is just no more limited to studying and trying to obtain the degree. It comes with a lot of responsibilities and learnings. So this is me as my journey. So I would like to present about myself. I hope the screen is visible enough to everyone. So this
Yes,
is
it is visible.
okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this is the session today, which is on the foundational research skills, where we're going to deal with how to equip with basic research skills and highlighting the importance of involving students in research programs. So, a research basically, to put it across in words, is very much different from a discovery. Discovery is something which is like an invention, but whereas research is something which you study upon and you come up with your own findings and implications within the study. So here's what we're going to focus on this foundational research skills. And this is a bit about me. I am the state director of the Research Administration Society of James. This is me, Gaurav Jaidev. And to speak a little bit about myself, I am particularly interested in quizzing, debate, and public speaking, and very passionate in all that. And coming to my education, like I mentioned earlier, I'm pursuing MBBS at Basaveshwar Medical College, expecting graduation in the year 2025-26. I have completed my short-term stewardship on research, meta-analysis, systematic review. I have publications in both offline and online journals, and also three presentations as well under case studies. We have also collaborated with many other organizations, and one such collaboration was with Mysore Medical College on a peer review group project. And as a professional experience in college, I've served as the IMMS in BSH unit from July 2021 to 2022, and also hosted a webinar with USMLE preparation. So particularly all those people who come in for research do have a liking towards studying abroad and do want to update and enhance their CV. So this is where research is one thing which gives you an edge, which opens a door towards learning and fosters new people where you have the same common interests as well. So coming to my quizzing, so I've been part of various quizzes and hosted quizzes as well, like MedInquest and Quiz with Mara for final year students as well. And awareness initiative as part of webinars, we have had mental awareness camps, awareness on hepatitis, blindness, and so many other programs as part of IMA and James. And also I've been professionally trained in CPR as well, which was also, fun fact, a part of a Guinness Book of World Record as well. And achievements and awards, something I don't want to talk much about, but I have come across as first place in national level debates in multiple debate competitions. I am the previous winner in IAPSM and IADBL quiz, and also the zonal qualifier for IAP quiz along with my friend. And also, I came first in paper and poster presentation as well. So that is where my liking towards research comes. And the main thing is publications and conferences. I've presented almost three cases right now, and one offline and one online article, and multiple national state level quiz at IMA levels as well in Delhi, Bangalore, and other places. And part of the academic council for years right now, serving as the co-convener. And my research involvement, I'm a short-term student grant receiver from Rajiv Gandhi University Health Sciences. And coming to extracurriculars, I'm fondly interested in cricket. I've played cricket at the university level. I play in Coco, and I do hone leadership skills and team collaboration network, for which I feel I can do justice by serving you all and helping with research. So that is an introduction about me. So now let's dive into the main part, is the idea and the plan for the research. So research is empowering students in trying to teach students as to how we can use our medical equipped knowledge into building solutions for the society, right? So the vision of our research program under the GAIMS is that we want to foster a research culture among the medical students. And the target audience here we're looking into is from first years to final years. So basically, we want to involve all type of students so that there's a mentor-mentee relationship, so that there's a senior-junior bond where you can have those people who have done research proficiently and those who are enthusiastic to dive into the field of research or who don't know about research or want to try it out, which was one of me when I was in first year. So I want to encourage collaboration with mentors and peers so that they can guide students through a research process, right from idea generation to abstract towards publication. So, what is the proposed structure of our program? So, we're going to have regular webinars where we're going to talk about research methodologies, how to write a case report, and what are the tools and statistics which are needed for data analysis and interpretation. This is a very important concept even in your PSM as well, in community medicine. And I'm sure third years might have read about how a research study is important for a descriptive study. So, we're going to have the program starting off with webinars, and slowly we're going to have mentors as well. So, in our plan of action with James, I do have a very robust team which promises to assign mentors to students based on research interests. These research interests could be anything, right from your STS programs in ICMR to even publishing case report or a case series, or even SRMAs or the highest level of studies as well in high index journals. So we would be working on hiring mentors right from IMGs to PGs and professors so that we can have a continuous research program going on within a WhatsApp group collaboration. And this will be funded by periodic feedback sessions so that we have an open-ended discussion as to how we need to conduct the research. And the deliverables we promise is to complete at least one research project or case report per student. So we don't want to leave any student let by. So we're going to divide the research group into multiple subgroups so that each and every one is heard and they're involved in the research, because that is what you all are here for today. And publications in reputed journals and conferences as well. So many people know that medical conference is a tool of not just interaction, but also it is a source of building up your CV. So people are going to abroad, people are you know trying to hone their research skills and leadership skills. So I feel that publications in reputed journals and such as these in conferences, which I have done, has taught me a lot as well. And I think it's a vital thing in if you do it in a UG life, because in PG you are supposed to work in a thesis model. So I feel it's a very good head start. So how are we going to involve the students? So our strategy is going to initiate a research ambassador program. So we're going to create student leaders among the research workshops, and we're going to keep competitions where we're going to announce a call for abstracts. And don't worry, we're going to help you out in that as well. So we're going to form a research club. Basically, we already have started a WhatsApp club, so you can join that. I'll link in the description below. So you can form a research club for peer learning and networking. So with this, we're going to engage students and involve students as well. And what benefits is going to give it to you as students. So the student like me who's who can do research and publish, but how is it going to help students? So it's going to deepen your critical thinking skills and analytical skills, because research involves a lot of skills which is not rightfully spoken about, but it takes a lot of learning and understanding, and it always helps in your studies as well. So it also builds an impressive academic portfolio and Come on, guys. That's the reason why most of us want to do research, to have a good portfolio, is it? So it does build a good, impressive academic portfolio. And it also enhances your career opportunities in academics and clinical research. So even if you want to do research in the future, I want to develop an interest, this is the time that you can start on. So the next steps which we're going to do is immediate actions is going to be we're going to draft a framework for the program. We're going to schedule the next webinar soon, and we're going to recruit the members and finalize students. So after today's session, you can join our research group, put in your thoughts and everything, so that we're going to start sending in an invites to our mentors who are IMGs. Basically, IMGs are international medical graduates from India who gone to the US, UK, and other places. So we're going to collaborate with them and have them come over and teach us because they're very enthusiastic to teach all of you. So it's a great learning experience for those who also want to see themselves there abroad in the coming years. Call to action to seek feedback and suggest to refine the program. And it is an encouragement tool for enthusiastic participation. We have no barriers to participation. There is no hindrance to anyone. All medical students are, most welcome to come in and join the research, because I myself once started the research with absolutely zero idea. I had to network and talk to a lot of people until I published my first paper. It took me a year to publish. And now within 2 years, I have almost 6 to 8 publications going on right now. So I feel that if I can start from that level, I'm sure with whatever knowledge I have, I can help you. Thank you so much. This is my presentation for today. Okay, so do you all have any doubts or something that you would like to ask? You're free to put it in the chat box or you can ask right now. Okay, so one question is, when will we be starting this program? Okay, so we have decided that from Feb 1st, we're going to send out handouts to the mentors. So we've already got in loop with few of the mentors whom I'm already working with. So I'm working on projects where we already have mentors, like with the Mysore Medical College, we do have two mentors who are IMGs as well in the US. So they are happy enough to come and help us out. So they will be joining our group. So as per you know, the interest shown and the people joining in the group, we're going to, start with the program from Feb 1st itself, so that we're going to start early and start assigning research work to you. But before that, it depends on which year you are. So if it's you're coming to learn for the basics of research methodology, which I'm sure is the case with 90% of the people. So we're going to start with basics of research. So I think the entire Feb month, we're going to concentrate on how to, start as a research topic, what it is about. So we're going to have IMGs coming and talking over. So that is going to be there. So we're going to start soon from Feb 1st. We're already in the process. So we'll definitely let you know. And we will put in a text message in the research group. So do join our research group. Okay. So next question is, how do we know whom to collaborate with? Right. Okay, sir. This is a good question. So basically what organizations like James and IMA MSN does is, we do get in various collaborators as well, for the research um, modality. So it depends on what research, you're looking into. So if you want to do an ICMR research for your college, or you want to do individual research for Rajiv Gandhi University or university level, so that's an individual research. So for that, you need to approach your professors, and we'll teach you how to write an abstract. But when it comes to collaborating outside of that, for that, we're going to have mentors who will be guiding you as to how to present the paper, how to create the file, how to screen for the articles and the data. And we will look into most of the high index journals and not the predatory journals. So we look into the journals which are of high value, so that once you actually put in your effort and you get in the research article in, you can directly publish it in one of the good journals. So when it comes to collaboration, you always need to see the journals which are of high index, of high value, and the reputed ones. You can always find them on PubMed when you search them as to which are journals. And collaboration, don't worry, we're going to get in mentors and people who are reputed enough in the field of research, who already worked in, or just a couple of or 3 years senior to us, so that they will guide you on that. So that's the purpose of this community. So you would know whom to collaborate with. Okay, so the next question is the program will be online, offline since traveling is restricted. Okay, so like I said, I am from Bangalore, but I study in Chitradurga. So it's not going to be possible for me to like travel to Bangalore and come to your colleges and be like, let us do the research work. Some research works are done within the college and they are done offline, like your STS projects or your case reports and all that. But this is an initiative which is going to be completely online because we have people, IMGs will be joining us from US as well. We'll have people joining us from place like Delhi or place like Hubli or place like Bangalore, Mumbai. So you have entire of India, so people joining. So it's going to be completely online. So the question of traveling is going to be completely remote because the research is going to be a peer reviewed. So peers are the people within the research group. So you're going to just share the data through Excel sheets or file, and the research work is going to be done. So it's going to be entirely an online initiative. So how are the topics going to be selected and how will we be grouped? Okay, so for the topics to be selected, we have two modalities. So what I do is, if there's a student who's approaching for, the ICMR or RGS topics, I directly tell them go to the ICMR website for thrust topics, the topics which are, you know, currently the ones which are trending topics. So then one is the ICMR thrust topics. So these topics are the ones which they can look into those particular topics and choose them. Okay. Second thing is, if you want, you know, to select a topic based on your interest. So let's say you have an interest in cardio, you have an interest, let's say, in diabetology or endocrinology. So your topic can be based on any of those cases. So just put in those keywords on PubMed or on Medscape. So you will get in a list of topics and search terms. So let's say I'm interested in studying efficacy of a certain drug or steroid to COVID-19 or any anaphylactic reaction. So you can put in your keywords on the PubMed and Medscape, which will teach you the research methodology. So you can narrow down on your topics. So narrowing down on topics has a lot of more this thing. And we will only after the response. So we're going to hand out a Google form. So we're going to see who's interested in whatever research and what position or year they are in. So based on that, we're going to divide them. So it's going to be on interest basis. So if you're a first year, second year student, so you're a final year student. So based on interest, your time availability, we're going to be grouping the people. So ideally, we're going to have a group of five people each. And mostly we're going to try and do SRMAs itself because easier. But if not, if we have to do any cross-section study or area studies, we will group based on the interest or the generation of participants within the group. So that will be told to you. Okay, so the next question is how much time does one research paper take to publish, or at least the point where I can represent it? Okay, so I'll tell you my journey. So I started working on the research paper right at the start of second year, and Rajiv Gandhi University took like around 3.5 to 4 months to even provide the result of the research. So it took a lot of time. So um, so that took like 4 months for me to get the result in, and they took 3 months to generate the STS. So it took me a total of 7 months to get the approval done itself from Rajiv Gandhi University itself. So within that 7 months period, whether or not a research is going to get selected, start with the study. Go to your professors, approach them in college, and ask them and start your study. Like start taking cases, get ethical clearance from your college. That is very important. So ethics is something I didn't cover, which I want to cover in the next sessions. So ethical clearance is something and conservation is very important. So once you clear that and get that, you start your research thing immediately. So if you're doing an STS project, minimum it should take you around 90 days to finish it, depending on your sample size. Sample size is the number of patients of whom you conduct the research on. So it takes anywhere between 3 months to do it to publishing. It takes around another 1 month, so 4 to 5 months, depending on how big the research is. And once you're done with the ethical clearance and you're ready to publish it somewhere, you can always represent it anywhere within conferences. So IMA, MSN, and James, both institutes provide you with conclave conferences all throughout the year. Though they have conferences where you can present it, and there are online presentations as well. So once you're done with the research work and your study basis, you can present it anywhere. But would take, if you're studying for the first time out, it does take around 3 to 5 months. So patience is key here for research. And there are some papers which are really small and can be done in a fraction of 1 to 2 months, thanks to AI, thanks to so many statistical tools. But yeah, so I would say 3 to 5 months for sure. Okay, so the next question is if it's going to be only a retrospective study and meta-analysis, or we will do any clinical based ones. So for clinical based ones, I mean, again, for clinical based ones, you need to know for sure one thing, that whatever study you're doing. So if it's an interventional study, so intervention study is basically like, let's say that you're going to do a study where probably this suture technique is better than the other suture techniques, or administration of this drug is better than the other drugs, or a treatment model is better. For this, it's going to take you ethical clearance as well, and hospital clearance as well from your own hospital and center. So clinical based ones is going to be a little difficult to do it because this is an online initiative. So we'll mostly be focusing on studies which are like on meta and retrospective, because clinical based ones will definitely take permissions from a lot of people within your own college, because you need to do it in your college, and it's going to be difficult for you to go to another center and do it, because you have your own college and stuff. So it's going to be mostly be meta-analysis and this thing. Clinical ones, again, we can guide you as to how to do it, because that's how we do for the STS project as well. It depends on which year you are. So we will look into clinical based ones as well. There are online ones as well which you can do. Clinical based ones, like a retrospective study, clinical based ones. But a prospective study or a on-site study of clinical based ones would be difficult at UG level for sure. Okay, so the next question is, if the research paper is not selected, will it hold any potential for the CV, since it's a time requiring process? Okay, so I'll tell you my story. So my research paper was rejected in first year. So I was very excited, no, without knowing anything. In first year, one day before my anatomy exam, I submitted the research paper, not knowing how it's going to go. So my first ICM STS was rejected. Okay, so the same paper, I worked on it again. I sat down with my community professors, and then I modified it a little bit. I changed the literature, and I sent the abstract out to different journals online. And luckily, an online journal selected it. So now, and the online journal is Walter Cruz, Lippincott. So Lippincott is a very big publication house. You must have studied that in your biochemistry textbook and all that. Walter Cruz is a big organization. So that got selected there. So I couldn't get into the ICMR SCS. It was a rejected paper. But the same paper, I worked on it. I still kept my work on. I used my own fund, and then it got published. So you can publish it elsewhere. So you don't have to be disheartened if it's not selected. You still have time to publish it elsewhere. Or you can present it as a case as well, as a case paper presentation, or as a poster as well. E-posters is something which we can present. So I presented two posters right now. So one was on asthma study, and the other one was on the study of allergic rhinitis in respiratory and ENT. So you can use that paper and data for you know presenting elsewhere. So it does hold, potential for your CV building, like I said. Okay, so another question is, can we represent the paper individually even if a conversion research was via online mode? Okay, so extremely strict college rules, yes. I know that they don't give holidays. Attendance is strict nowadays. That's why I'm saying that, you know, most of our work is going to be online. I'm not going to expect you guys to come over offline, work in this place or do it. It's maximum going to be in your hospital cases, or it's going to be online itself. So all this sharing process will happen online. It'll happen after college as well. Your studies are not disrupted because that's primary. So though you have, you know, a contribution to be made, do offline, because offline research teaches you a lot. We're going to have the entire modality online so that it doesn't come as a hindrance in the way of your college and studies. So yeah, I guess that was it. Any more questions on the same? Okay, I believe we don't have much questions left. You can contact back to me. We have sent in the uh, WhatsApp message of both James Karnataka and IMA MS in Karnataka. Do follow both the pages on Instagram as well. And you can join in the WhatsApp group, which was sent in along with this link as well. The link will be put up again. So you can contact me back there, and you can join the research group. And soon we plan to start by Feb 1st. So we're going to start sending out invites to our mentors. So the invitations and posters are in progress. So once they start accepting our invitations, we're going to start with the research group. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. Ma'am, you can end the session right now. Thank you.
Gaurav, just 1 second, Gaurav. Can you open the presentation again? We'll have to take screenshots because we have to send it to the national group.
Oh, okay. Sure. I should screen share, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I'll do it.
Okay, so sir, should I took the screenshot?
Yeah, yeah. Please
Okay.
take screenshots as well. I'll open this as well. We'll put in the PPT on the group as well. So we've sent in the WhatsApp group link as well. So join the group for the research. So that's going to be our primary research group right now. So you can know more about me and feel free to contact because we're going to start the thing very soon. So this is an idea which we started out in the month of end of December, and this presentation was done previously as well. But I thought because of exams, many couldn't join. So I guess today it's reached to many people. So do send this across to your friends as well. The record session will be sent out to you soon through as a YouTube link from ClearNet as well. So do let your friends also know who are interested, or you can generate interest in them by by sharing the same. So all I guess.
So sir, I have taken the screenshot.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I will end the screen sharing now. Is it?
So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving us the opportunity to host this session. So with this, we are ending today's session over here and looking forward to host you again. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.